All right, good evening po sa lahat. Good evening. Welcome to the VA Launchpad and Smart Hustle PH. This is your host Brian. Good evening. It's at 8:31 p.m. on a Sunday night. It's November 3, 2024. Good evening sa lahat. And welcome to our podcast for tonight. All right, once again, magandang gabi po sa lahat. This is Brian once again, and welcome po ulit sa podcast natin. Welcome to Smart Hustle PH and the VA Launchpad on behalf of our coaches, Coach Gabriel and Coach Julie. Ako lang din po muna ulit. No? So, dito naman tayo. We've been talking about the interview red flags for the past few weeks. Although we skipped one week. But eto, tuloy-tuloy lang din naman tayo. Again, no? Welcome po dito. And, interview red flags. Nasa episode 3 na po tayo. We're on to interview red flag number 3. Ngayon pag-uusapan natin ang isang sitwasyon na pwedeng magdulot sa'yo or sa atin ng konting pagkalito. And so I'd like to ask the question na nasubukan mo na ba na magkaroon ng isang interview na biglang napaisip ko na lang na, teka, yun na lang ba? Yun lang ba yun? Yun na ba yun? Parang ganun. Sa sobrang iksi ng interview. And yes, the dreaded short interview. That's interview red flag number 3. The interview is too short. Kumbaga, no? So, para sa akin naman, while there's no hard or fast rule for the ideal length of a job interview, well, we all know that the interview dance, kumbaga, no? So it's a conversation, palitan ng question and answer portion. The interviewer, trying to get you to know more about you. So whether you or you've been in the corporate world or baka freelancer ka ngayon or virtual assistant ka tulad ko, or maybe you're holding a management role in a work from home setup, no? Mainly yun yung target audience po natin. O kahit pa nga kung college student ka ngayon, or at some point during your college days, you may have had a mock interview session. Sino nagkaroon ng ganito? No? A mock interview session with one of your, maybe English professors. No? So, ang tanong na lang is, what do you do? Now, what do you do during that mock interview session or an actual interview session? Siyempre, you show up, una-una, you're prepared, with your best resume, ganun. No, you're ready to showcase your skills and put your best foot forward to your interviewer. Parang nanliligaw ka lang din, ano? Okay? You always, put your best foot forward. Okay, so pero sa totoong buhay, what happens when the interview is over in a blink of an eye? Parang ganun lang. Sobrang iksi, like barely enough time to ask a single question, kind of short, no? So my question to you is there a perfect interview length? Meron bang tamang haba or gaano katagal ang isa ka-interview ba dapat? No, gaano nga ba kahaba dapat ang isang interview? Hirap ng Tagalog minsan, no? Or maybe ano ba yung sweet spot for how long an interview should take? Ayun ang pag-usapan natin ngayon. And now, again, there's no magic or perfect interview length. I think it can vary depending on the role you're applying for and the company. So yan ang pag-usapan natin. I don't know about you. These are just some of the things that I've learned so far na naitanong ko lang din sa ibang mga, some of the people who I get to get acquainted with sa ibang communities online na nag-work from home din. At sa ibang mga kaibigan din na nakakausap ko. And syempre, through my own experience. Okay? Pero ang short, a super short interview can sometimes be, can it be just a red flag or maybe not? Okay, wag naman nating isolate lang kumbaga na yung sobrang iksi ng interview red flag na agad. So alamin muna natin So before we tackle some of these questions like how long should an interview be in the green zone kumbaga? Not just a red flag agad-agad. Pag-usapan muna natin, ano nga ba dapat ang i-consider natin? Or what factors affect interview length? Unang-una, I believe it's the industry and the role, the industry, and the role you're applying for. A high-level executive position might require multiple rounds of interviews. Napag-usapan natin yan before from the previous episode. Sa sobrang haba naman ng interview, no, sobrang dragging na higit isang oras na interview. Pwede yun. We can consider that. No? High-level C-suite executive positions. While a junior role may be just, quicker. For example na lang sa anong industry? Example na lang sa tech industry. Okay, tech. So, ang role, halimbawa na pag-a-applyan ng isang candidate is a senior software engineer. Halimbawa lang to, hindi ko alam kung sino may experience dito bilang isang, or kung baka senior software engineer ka or whatnot. So, factors affecting the interview length, maybe technical complexity. Siyempre, medyo technical to. May coding. I don't know if there's any coding involved or anything of that sort. So the role requires advanced technical skills. So multiple technical rounds might be necessary to assess the candidate's abilities. Ano pa? Hindi lang technical complexity, ano pa? Yung company size and the structure. So depende naman kasi kung gaano kalaki yung kumpanya, gaano kalaki yung project na gagawin ninyo. So larger companies might have a more structured hiring process sa sobrang high level ng mga proyekto nila, mga projects or anything like that, no? Dahil nga, sabihin natin mas maling kumpanya ang pag-a-applyan mo involving, kumbaga multiple stakeholders to make a deliberate and unanimous decision, okay? So this can extend the interview process. So another example naman, for example, ito siguro mas junior lighter na mga roles. So, sa e-commerce halimbawa, like in my case, meron akong I've had experience with Shopify, a client who has a Shopify store halimbawa. So I don't know, maybe you're applying for a customer service representative, or maybe you're applying for a cold caller position. So factors affecting the interview length might be, I don't know, volume of applications. Ara sigurado yan, no? Sobrang napakarami ng mga aplikante sa customer service na role. Yun yung isa sa mga pinaka basic Isa sa mga sobrang dami talagang may alam doon. Ayan. Kasi sa dinami-dami ng merong experience sa BPO kumbaga or sa call center industry, tulad ko lang din, may almost mga 10 years din ako sa BPO industry, naintindihan natin na mas mataas ang volume ng applications na mas kinakailangan ng mas mabilisang screening process. Okay? Leading to a shorter initial interviews. Ewan ko lang ngayon kasi dati hindi naman ganun kaiksi. Medyo matagal nga yung process. Depende sa kumpanya, and back then, like a decade ago, medyo hindi siya ganun kadaling pumasok sa call center. All right? So basic skills assessment. Ano pa? Basic skills assessment. Now, if the role does, require, soft skills tulad nga ng customer service and communication skills, this can be assessed in a shorter interview. Okay, dun pa nga lang mismo sa pag-usap niyo ng interviewer, mas madali kasing malaman kung okay ka makipag-communicate or communication-wise. Okay, another thing to consider that could affect the interview is the company, I think the culture. All right, a company with a fast-paced, results-oriented culture might prioritize more focused conversations, leading to quick hiring decisions. Hence, the short interview. Ano pa? Another one, not just the company culture, but also the sense of urgency. Sense of urgency. Now, a company might be in an urgency to fill a certain role or position, leading to a quicker hiring process. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng mas maiksing interview, medyo mabilisan. Siyempre, given the right questions naman, given the right questions to ask the right qualified candidate. So, pagpalagay na rin natin, isang factor na dyan, yung resume mo, pag nakitang, experience na to si ganito sige, interviewin natin, schedule natin to, ganyan. So, meron ng alam yung interviewer well, dapat, ano, nireview na yung, ano mo, yung resume. Ano pa? Another factor to consider, candidate's performance. No? Kung ikaw ay probably shortlisted for the role, and if you're a strong candidate who answers questions confidently and concisely on point, the interviewer might wrap up sooner, making it reasonably shorter. Ayan. So, ano, so the sweet spot for interview duration rather, the ideal interview length can again vary depending on the role and the company. Pero according sabi ko kanina may nakausap tayo iba, nag-survey po tayo, ayan. Nag-interview po tayo saglit sa ilang mga kasamaan ko din sa work from home in one of the online communities that I've recently become a part of. A general guideline is between, sabi nga raw, 15 minutes to 60 minutes. Ayan, 15 rather, to 60 minutes. Okay, for senior roles, pwedeng mas mahaba at mas maraming interviews. For junior roles, a shorter interview might suffice. Pero tandaan lang din natin na ito lang a longer interview doesn't always mean a better one. Okay, ulitin natin a longer interview does not always mean a better one. Meron kasi mga job candidates who try to oversell themselves during the interview, only to reveal their true selves or their true capabilities or the lack thereof pag nasa trabaho na mismo, which is mahirap. Naintindihan natin na kaya nagkakaroon ng mga assessments and whatnot, pero dun talaga natin malalaman pag naisalang na mismo sa role na yun. Okay? Kaya maintindihan natin yung ibang kumpanya medyo mabusisi din sila. Okay? Kaya mahalaga yung pagiging genuine and authentic tayo throughout the entire process. So ano nga bang pinagkaiba ng genuine tsaka authentic? No? Pareho lang ba to? Okay? Although sometimes they're being used interchangeably, but para sa akin lang authenticity is about being true to yourself, to your values and your beliefs. Yun yung authenticity, yung ikaw mismo talagang ikaw. Yung genuine naman, yung genuineness, whatever, is more about being sincere and honest in your interactions with others. Malalaman kasi ng interviewer mo kung genuine ka o hindi. Or meron talaga mga taong medyo talaga sensitive sa mga ganun. Kaya nga sila yung nilalagay dyan, usually yung mga psychology graduates, may background sa psychology. Okay, so in essence, ulitin natin, authenticity is about being yourself. And genuineness is about being sincere sa pakikipag-usap pa sa interaction po natin. So, wag nating let's not exaggerate or lie about our skills and qualifications. Ayan. So, while it might seem tempting, medyo meron talagang mga taong ganito. It can be tempting to inflate your resume or exaggerate your experience to get a job. It's not worth the risk. Okay? You're likely to, get hurt in the long run. Pag, umpisa pa lang, doon pa lang mismo sa interview, magsisinungaling ka na. So, sobrang benta mo sa sarili mo, minsan yung mga nasasabi mong skills na hindi mo naman talaga alam, para lang lie, para makuha lang yung role. Ayan, sobrang may ChatGPT na ngayon Okay? So just be truthful and transparent and focus on highlighting your strengths and abilities. Ayan. So, what about pinag-uusapan natin ngayon yung sobrang iksi ng interviews or short interviews. What about it? No? Just as longer interviews don't always seem to be better ones, shorter interviews too may not necessarily mean they're bad. Okay? So, di naman natin nilalat, Hindi naman agad-agad. For me lang although yung topic natin ngayon is about interview red flags, too short, interviews are too short. Well, they can be a red flag. They may not be. They can be in the green zone, kumbaga. So, ano yung ilang tips natin, What are some of the tips that to make the most of a short interview. I'd like to call this the art of short interviews. Okay? Una-una, be prepared. Be prepared. Now, first and foremost, do your homework nga naman. Siyempre, pag may ina-applyin ka, di naman siguro agad-agad, submit ka lang dyan, tingnan mo muna yung background ng company. Research the company, kumbaga, and the specific role you're applying for. Understand their mission, their core values, and maybe even, some of the recent company news. Meron silang mga blog, meron yung ibang mga websites, meron mga blogs or companies usually. Meron mga ganyan. Now, this will help you tailor your answers and ask insightful questions. Okay? So, halimbawa na lang, scenario na lang, no? Ito yung marami ng, I believe, ganun din sa marami mga work from home workers, no? Na natatanong ni interviewer kung, have you had a chance to check about our company and our through our website? Parang ganun. So, sinasagot ko, of course, ginawa ko na yung research ko, and I say yes. I've had the opportunity to explore your website and learn more about your company, and I'm impressed by your commitment. May ganun, no? Your commitment to, example na lang, no, specific. What are some of the specific principles? Halimbawa na lang, I'm impressed about your commitment to, delighting customers, making it easy for them, and even going the extra mile. And I like that. Bigyan mo din ng kumbaga show interest sa kung ano yung core values sila. Magugulat ka pag I've had many of these interviews na talagang naguglow yung yung mata ng yung interviewer, yung face, yung mukha ng interviewer pag nalaman nila, uy, alam niyo yung core values namin, alam niyo yung ganito. Ayun lang yung sa akin, yung experience ko by far. So, dagdag mo pa, kumbaga, I deem I believe it's clear that you're dedicated to providing exceptional service and building strong relationships with your clients. So I'm excited about this possibility of contributing to such a customer-centric company. Yeah, parang ganun, no? So somewhere along those lines. Hindi naman talaga verbatim yun, pero yung ideya lang, you get the point. Okay, so be prepared. Number 2 is be concise. Be concise. Get straight to the point. Okay? Iwasan natin yung masyadong, avoid rambling and focus on just highlighting your skills, your key qualifications and experiences. No? I-condense natin yung mga sagot natin so you can fit, everything in. Hindi naman yung sobrang isang tanong, isang sagot. Bigyan mo din naman ng context, kumbaga, yung isasagot mo. Okay? Kumbaga, quality na sagot. Di yung sobrang mahaba, pero solid yung sagot mo. Quality over quantity. And it gives them, kumbaga, don't oversell. Don't oversell yourself. Okay? Pangatlo, be prepared. Una, be concise. Pangatlo is, listen actively. Listen actively. Okay? Napakahalaga ng active listening. Very basic to kahit pa naman sino may experience dito sa call center, Active listening, it's a metric. One of the primary kinakailangan natin yan when we get to understand, comprehend to what, what the customer's problem is, para malaman natin paano masolusyonan yung problema. Meron tayong average handling time, So, kailangan na masolusyonan na, mabigyan natin ng solusyon or turn around man lang si customer within a given average handling time or minutes or maybe seconds. May ganun, depende sa account, So, ask clarifying questions kung kinakailangan, and tailor your answers or your responses to their specific questions. Ayan. That's listen actively. Next is, I think ito yung last yata. Project confidence. Shout out kay bro Andre watching from Baby Don't Hurt Me. Nice one, bro. Project confidence, Show your interest in the position and the company by what? By maintaining good posture. Good posture. Kailangan maganda ang postura mo. Okay? When you're talking to client, virtually pag ganito halimbawa. So hindi ako yung Anong pakiramdam mo? Halimbawa na lang, pag nanonood ka or you're listening right now at nakahilata akong ganyan, nakaganito pa yung paa ko. Nakaangat pa yung paa ko, no? No, versus yung talagang nakaupo ka ng ganito, not completely leaning on your seat, maybe leaning a bit forward, tama lang. Okay? Okay? Professional yung datingan. Maintain a good posture. So avoid fidgeting o wag masyadong malikot. No, don't slouch, kumbaga, and crossing, kumbaga, wag yung arms cross, parang gaganyan ka. It gives any kahit sinong tao ba naman na nakakausap mo, it gives a clue na hindi ka interesado or you're closing, you're too close. Kumbaga, hindi ka open sa conversation, something like that. So, sit up straight, lean slightly forward. Yung ganyan. Okay? Ano pa? Mirror the interviewer. Okay? Mirroring the interviewer. Now, show that you're engaged by subtly mirroring their body language. Okay? Their tone of voice and speech patterns. Okay? Para sa akin, do hand gestures. So, malaking tulong sa akin, if you notice, palagi ako nag-hand gesture. Kasi malaking bagay para sa akin, nakakatulong siya sa akin to explain, a lot of things. Okay? And of course, you smile, you nod. Okay? Hindi yung parang robot ka na sobrang stiff mo. Parang kaganyan ka, no? Parang kang robot. Okay? Parang kang AI. Okay? So, isang tanong, isang sagot. Huwag naman ganun. Okay? Show them, just a normal conversation lang. And of course, speak with, for me, enthusiasm and energy para maipakita at maparamdam mo sa, yung interest mo sa role at sa kumpanya na pinag-a-applyan mo. Okay? Pag nakikita ni interviewer kasi na masyado kang matamlay, parang wala na ba tong gana dito, wag nating tong kunin. Siyempre, mas pipiliin ng tao yun. Actually, confidence can really go a long way for me. No, it's always good to maintain, kumbaga, friendly, not overly unfriendly naman, just a friendly and approachable na demeanor to show warmth. Okay? Again, mas malayo ang mararating kapag alam mo yun, yung genuine yung ngiti mo. Okay? So by mirroring your interviewer, you can create a connection and build a rapport. Tandaan lang natin na body language is key. It speaks volumes. Kahit yung paggano lang ng noo mo, makikita yan yung ng interviewer. Pag lalo na kapag masyadong observative, kumbaga, observe ko talaga ni client, no. Minsan pa nga yung kumpiyansa mo pa ang magdadala sa iyo na makuha mo yung role kahit ba naman hindi ka pa ganun kagaling skill-wise dun sa pinag-a-applyan mo na trabaho or role. Pero pag nakita ni client mo, ay, okay to parang magaan tong kausap. So, parang siguro mas okay akong turuan to kahit di pa to ganun kagaling kaysa dun sa isa na sobrang galing parang wala naman, sobrang tamlay, sobrang seryoso naman to. Again, pero tamang timpla lang. Okay? So, what next? Follow up. I don't know if you do this, no? Sa mga may experience na, follow up. Send a thank you email or, I don't know, chat. Mas okay pag email to reiterate your interest and highlight specific points from the interview. Ayan. It's one way for them to know na nakinig ka talaga, that you took the time to comprehend sa kung anong yung pinag-usapan ninyo. Okay, halimbawa na lang, pwede kang mag-email. Short lang, short and sweet. Pwedeng, thank you again, sir, or HR manager. May pangalan man siya, syempre may pangalan niya. Thank you again for taking the time to interview me for the job role last night or yesterday. Parang ganyan. I enjoyed our conversation about whatever specific topic na pinag-usapan ninyo or specific role. And I'm even more excited about the opportunity after learning more about the role and the company. Kaya ulitin natin, no? While a short interview might not be ideal, it's important to maintain a positive attitude and make the most of the time you have. Malalaman mo din naman yan eh. Pag diretso yung tanong sa'yo, okay, pag magigets mo yung ano, pwede mong timplahin. Kumbaga, kahit maiksi lang yun, make the most out of it. Okay? Focus on showcasing your skills and enthusiasm. Bigyan mo ng konting energy. Be authentic and genuine. Again, pag-usapan natin yun kanina. And trust that the right opportunity will come along. So, yun lang naman. Interview red flag number 3. The interview is too short. So, again, binigyan natin ng balance din naman, no? Getting short interviews may not be too bad at all, may not necessarily be just a red flag. It could be still in the green zone kung alam mo paano i-handle yung sarili mo, how to project confidence, how to answer each question. Okay, nakadepende yan sa ilang factors na napag-usapan natin, no? Company culture, ano yung role, ano kadami yung aplikante. Meron kasi mga, lalo na pag customer service na role, no? Sobrang hundreds yan. Pag pinost kahapon, 100 agad yan. The next day, check nyo lang yung LinkedIn. Isa yan. Makikita mo kasi kung ilan na yung aplikante. Hindi pa yan kasama dun sa mga nag-outsource kasi yung mga kumpanya eh. Like sa Indeed, for example, Online Jobs PH, mga ganun. So, halimbawa lang yan. Okay, yun na naman. So, once again, this is your host, Brian. Wala pa dito. Di pa natin kasama yung ibang coaches natin. And hopefully soon, they're still busy right now. Medyo, syempre, bare months na kasi. So, may mga bonus na ba yung iba? No? Kasi ako wala pa. Sana all. So I hope may nakuha tayo dito sa interview red flag number 3. We still have about like 6 to go, I believe. So once again, this is your host, Brian, and I'll talk to you on our next episode. Talk to you soon. Thank you.